Hey guys, this is Tony with Southern Style again. We'll do a plug-in or a light switch. I did this light switch. They're easy enough to do. They're just two wires, two black wires, and one of them goes to, they're actually, most of the time, the power's at the light and they just run it over, but it looks like this one's wired up where it's coming in and then going on up. No big deal. I don't know if that's the code or whatever, that's the way it was done. I'm not changing it. Grandfather stuff. But anyways, I'm getting ready to do a three-way switch. It's for this little light up here on the staircase. You see it up there? I already wired the light in. But anyways, three-way switch is a little different. You have one, two, three wires on it right here, and some of them have a ground. My new ones have grounds. This old one don't look like they have a ground on it. But anyways, my suggestion is always on a three-way switch, if it's working, just put it back the way it was. Just take one wire off at a time and move one wire over a time. Put that switch right back the way it was and don't mess with it. It's easier that way sometimes. A lot of stuff with electrical stuff, if it's already working, there's nothing wrong with it, why mess it up, So I'm gonna do it, and if I can take and set you here and let you watch, let me see if I can find, I got a bucket I've been sitting on. Here, let me get the bucket, see if I can set it up here on the steps. Maybe you can watch it. All right, let me see if I can get it set up here where you can watch me do this. I don't know how good that's going to be, but it's got to be better. Maybe, probably not. There we go, look at that. Magic. All right, we'll zoom it in a little bit so you see. There we go. All right, let's see if that'll stay. Sure. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's videoing. Anyways, all right, so now you got it. I'm over here going to put this plug in. All right, like I said a while ago, you want to put the plug in exactly how it was put in. That's the easiest way of doing it. So I'm going to do it the same way I do all of them. Start by taking one apart. Now I'm going to save this because I said plug in, light switch. Now I'm going to save all the hardware of this because there's nothing wrong with this light switch. The only reason why I'm changing the light switches and stuff in the house is because we're remodeling it, and my wife and I, when we go do these houses, we want to update them a little bit, something. And the light switches look better if they're done, with white ones. That's what everybody's wanting now. So I change them, and I'll keep if they're a good light switch, like the three-way, they're expensive. I'll keep them, and I'll use them. If I'm doing something in a garage or something, I need a light switch, or if I'm in a basement and just adding some, something to my in a basement, one of these houses, one of the rental houses or something. I've lost them, even those pliers that are all burned up. They're in here somewhere. I know they are. They gotta be. Well, that's not gonna work. Ta-da! If it's a snake, it'd get me. You know what I mean? But anyways, a lot of times I'll use them somewhere else so I don't waste them. Because, look there, see, I told you, if it's a snake, it got me. Been laying right there the whole time, staring at me. But what I like to do is I like to put them back in the same way as they came out. So as I'm doing one wire, as I take and put one on, I'll take the next one off, kind of deal. And then I just put them back. And I like to run mine down with the drill. You gotta be careful with that because you can easily take and strip one of these out. Trying to put it back together. Now I don't know which one's got power on it right here. I have no idea. One of them's hot, the other two are not. One of them, I can't tell you how they wired it because I didn't go and look into it. All I did was, I'm after the fact, But anyways, my thought process is, like I just said a few seconds ago, if you mess with one wire at a time, you can get it, make it work. And so maybe the black's hot, I don't know. But these old switches, a lot of times, especially on three-way, they're good switches. There's nothing wrong with them. And I'll take them, seconds and put these lugs back on. Because like I said, I can take this and as long as it's still good and ain't burn up or nothing, when I'm doing something in my own garage or something, if I'm messing with something, I'll take it. I'll use it in there. I don't care. You know, if I was working in out like a shed or something, and I needed to put a 2 doors in it, and I wanted to have a light switch, and yeah, I just use it. Now in my house, I wouldn't because I've used a white one because it's a newer home, and that's what my wife said was what we was doing. We was using white ones a little bit, but in my old house, where we lived before, shoot. When I done renovations, they got whatever color it got in there. So there was upstairs. It had a basement, walkout basement. So the upstairs was what was put in there before I got there, which was the ivory color. And then when I done the basement, I put white ones in because that's what you put in. You know, see the light flashing? That's because the switch is on. But gotta open that one up just a little bit, make it work. When you see me get shocked here in a minute, you get a laugh. So my son, he's always, if you're getting shocked, I'm gonna laugh at you. That's what you would do. I would laugh at him if he was doing that shock, you know. And now, magic. It's that easy. Like I said, just do one more at a time. Makes it a lot easier. And you gotta put these in here. And make sure you get this back in pretty close. Now, what I normally do on these, when I got a double like this, I go ahead and get them in here. I put them pretty snug. I run them down almost as tight as I can, but I still want it to be able to move just a little bit like that, because in a minute when I put my cover on there, it's gonna have to they're gonna have to move around just a little bit to fit that cover. But I gotta go get that cover. I don't know where it is. But you know, I appreciate you watching. I hope you can do your own stuff and like and subscribe. Thank you. There it is. Nailed it. There it is, way up there. It was easy.